Hi everyone, Aidan here with etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Flint Hill Goods compact cargo carrier and seeing how it fits on our 2020 Jeep Cherokee. A cargo carrier is a great way to carry extra stuff with you when you're going on trips or maybe picking something up from the hardware store. Anything messy, things like bags of concrete, mulch, dirt, that's great to put out here because if it tears, it doesn't make a mess inside your vehicle. This is a lot easier to clean off. Most of it's probably going to fall through the bars, but any dirt and debris left behind can just be hosed off. Or if you're going on a road trip and you need a place for everyone's luggage, maybe the back is too full, you've got a fully loaded car, out here is going to be the next best place to store those suitcases. You've got a lot of options with this, and it really expands the function of your vehicle. This compact one is a really nice option because it's a bit more compact. It doesn't stick out as far as some of the other options, and it's not as wide. I think it's actually a really nice fit on our Jeep Cherokee today. And to show you how much space you're working with, I do want to give some measurements because the compact size doesn't mean it's going to be small by any means. Inside edge to inside edge, going from side to side, we're working with 51.5 inches of usable space. And for the depth, it's going to be 17.5 inches of usable space. So if you've got something like a cooler or a suitcase that you want to carry in this, maybe you're getting this for a vacation, you can kind of line things up and see what will fit and what won't, how you might have to orient it, and you probably will have to stack some things. With stacking things, you want to keep in mind the breakover point. That's going to be the point at which we start stacking cargo, and it conflicts with the hatch, which is right here just above the 16-inch mark. So we can stack up our stuff 16 inches tall before we lose access to the back hatch. So anything 16 inches below, we still retain that function of the vehicle, so you can still stack a good amount of stuff out here. One thing I do want to say, when you're loading it up, be mindful of the weight capacity. This carrier can handle 500 pounds. It's a nice durable steel design. The bars are thick and strong, so I do think it'll hold up really well to that. But also keep in mind the weight capacity of your hitch, the tongue weight, and of your vehicle. Just because the carrier is rated for that doesn't mean that your vehicle is. I'm around 230 pounds, and I can feel the vehicle drop down when I step in. And that's not even half the weight capacity, so you do want to be mindful of it. When you're loading that up, go by the lowest rated component, whether that be your vehicle, the hitch, or the carrier. Some other things to keep in mind are going to be how much distance we add to the back of the vehicle. It only sticks out 23 inches, which is actually really impressive. Under 2 feet. It doesn't fold up or anything. It's just in this fixed position. So if we are using it for vacation, we get to our destination and we unload our stuff, there's no folding it up to save space. It's going to be sticking out this much for parking spots, driving, parallel parking, anything like that. So it is something to be aware of, but luckily it doesn't stick out too far. Between the bumper and the carrier, you've got 3.5 inches of space. That's enough to not worry about vehicle contact, but still be able to get your hands in here and attach the anti-rattle bolt, which does keep things nice and solid. And then finally, our ground clearance. Right now, with an empty load, we're going to be working with 20.5 inches of ground clearance, which is great. That's something I like to see, a nice high ground clearance with no load in here, because as soon as you add weight in, it's going to drop the back end down a bit, and the higher we start off, the less ground clearance we lose later on. I don't think bottoming it out will be a concern, even with it fully loaded. And that's about it for the compact cargo carrier. If you're looking for something simple, easy to use with plenty of tie-down points, and not going to take up a ton of space, it's also very lightweight, so easy to store in the garage, I think this is going to be a great option. Flint Hill Goods does make a variety of different aluminum carriers, some of which are a lot bigger than this one, so if you do need more space, I'd recommend looking into one of those options. But that'll do it for our look at the compact cargo carrier on our 2020 Jeep Cherokee. Thanks for watching.